Have you ever noticed that time seems to slow down if you pay attention to it? Because I just had a staring contest with 6:59. Greetings, my name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Musings. Today is a special day, ladies and gentlemen, peoples, internet peoples, neutral there. Mama KillCo has become a member. You can all rejoice, for you are now one with her. 'Tis a day of days. Wait. Andrew Beller, hello. Welcome. I didn't do the music. Ugh. Always the music. Always something. Let's be real. I got everything else set up just fine. But as soon as I start the stream, gosh, it's quiet. Oh, yeah. But I've gotten hit with a few things from listening to Lo-Fi Girl, which is weird. Because it's like, that's copyright. I'm like, it's on a different channel. Did I get hit by the copyright? I don't know what the rules are. The joys of monetization right there. Let me know if it's too loud, too soft, you can't hear it. Whatever. But make sure you can hear it as well as I can. Where the heck? Oh. I'm a professional. Oh, that's me. Oh. 2 screens. 1 web. So tonight, what are we doing? What are we doing? Oh, I have the whiskeys from this month. That is the raffle tonight. 4 samples of each of the whiskeys that was done in the videos this month. That's what I'm trying to do this year. I did it a number of times last year. I don't remember when. But I tried. So that you get to try them. That's the idea. I make the videos, you get to watch them, and then you can enter the raffle at the end of the month. And if you win, you can try them while watching the video or compare your notes to the video, whatever you want to do. Most importantly, you get to try them. And I know, especially with this 15-year chronic guilty, it adds the price a bit up. In general, it's still $5 for each entry. Just at KillCo Whiskey Musings in chat, or if you do mega chats, which is a pinned comment, mega chats should show up on the screen there, and then super chats I'll see. Those just happen, and then Venmo and PayPal, which are the ones I'd like you to at KillCo Whiskey Musings, because I can't see that all the time. I have to look at my phone. It's complicated, but it's awesome because then YouTube isn't like, I'll have some of that. YouTube takes a little and then they're like, we'll give you the rest next month. That's how that works, if you're wondering. That's better. Felt a bit too high up. Rob Smith, hello. Welcome. Zenvood, happy half Oktoberfest. Warstein in the glass. Oh, okay, nice. I do like some Oktoberfest stuff. I have to do something like that someday, but it's not super popular around here. It's like the beer. You know, the beer places I go to, suddenly they have the Oktoberfest. Like, oh, all right. Mama KillCo. Greetings, happy spring and theater day. Was it theater day? Today or yesterday? Or recently? I don't know. VG! Sometimes I wonder why my brain processes different names a different way. It's just VG, but no, VG! Rand. Welcome to the chaos. Ah, yes, I should explain what else I'm doing. Other than the raffle, which is the big thing. You enter raffle, I give raffle, you get stuff. That's how that works. But I had an epiphany. Epiphany? A thought. About 10 minutes ago. 14 minutes ago. Just before the stream started. I was like, gosh, I'm doing the giveaway, yeah. And I get to drink I'm going to drink the ones I'm giving away, because of course I am. But what else can I do? What else can I do to make this a little more interesting as far as being the whiskey somm that I am goes? And I made a realization. I went, wait a minute. I have 2 Bushmills. So I can compare the Bushmills. I can compare the Prohibition Edition to the 10-year. Just to see, I mean, I already know the results, but I want to see comparatively, 1-to-1. And then I have a red breast cast strength I did this month. I also have another red breast cast strength, which is not so good. I don't like. It's the one that made me angry, or upset me. Hurt my feelings, really. I was very sad. I still am. So I'm looking at until it's gone, I'm angry at it. And then, what am I forgetting? No, that's it. That's the 2 Bushmills for this month, the 10-year and the Prohibition. Then we have the red breast cast strength that I did this month, and then we have, of course, we're going to end the evening with this one, but we're going to wait on this because, well, if you noticed, 59.3%. And once I get through these 4, comparatively small pours, actually I should have used the smaller glasses, come to think of it. Oh, too late. So it's mostly comparison night. I don't think I've ever done one of those recently. I don't think I've ever done one recently. I don't know if I've done one. There's the words. Usually I do blind flights, and I've done... What else? That's it. Blind flights and blind samples. And we'll also be working in actual samples that I know what they are, just to see what I think. I got Ardmurkin, Springbank, whatever this is, Daft Mill, sitting there looking at me. And I also have a couple Irish whiskey samples, and we're going to have a guest on Sunday, which should have happened last Sunday, but disease got to me, and that was that. I had to take a weekend off. I don't know. I think you guys would know more than me, but has there ever been a time where I just didn't do anything for the weekend? Like Friday, nope. And Sunday, nope. I don't think I've gotten sick like that in a while, because I always do at least one. But anyway, it sucks. It sucks. It wasn't like I was horribly, horribly sick. It was just my sinuses were messed up. It was a sinus back of throat thing, and I still feel like I'm sitting there going, I like it. Papa KillCo, hello. Welcome. Blinds are fun. I get to find out more about what my preferences are that way. That's really what I like about it. I'd have been surprised. What was the one? Oh, it was an actual sampler blind thing. Or no, was it blind? Anyway, there was a Macallan. It was like an 18-year or some nonsense like that. I think it was 18-year. Zenboot would know. And that was a surprise that I enjoyed it so much. I'm very, not anti-Macallan, but we have, I like to side-eye it a bit because of the coloring and the price. Rightfully so. And 40%, like, ugh, what are you doing? Now, this is not fair. The Bushmills are what we're starting with. This is blatantly not fair. I'm saying that right now. This Bushmills 10, if you saw the video, you know. And if you watched the video for the Bushmills Prohibition, I was very pleasantly surprised. But we have a 10-year single malt, 40%, going up against the Bushmills Prohibition, which is a blend, and it's 46%. So, you have a good idea of what's going on there. I haven't had this one in a while, but if you look at the Prohibition, I've been sharing it with others. I have. Leave me alone. To make it easier on you guys, we are going to put the Prohibition in this glass that has the F on it. It's the Flaviar glass from December of last year. And then the other one, 10 years, is going to be in this one, which is a Glencairn with nothing on it. Makes it easy to figure out which is which. So, we'll have a drink. Please let me know what's in your glass. Whatever it is. Water, beer, wine, whatever. Wow. I don't know if that like canceled out because it was so weird for the microphone. This is Squeaky Boy. Ooh. Don't you need to put that down or else I'm gonna. What a noise. Let's see if this one's any different. Well, that was the pump noise. Probably because it's got a significant amount not there. Hey. close enough. I'm going for like 1/4 of an ounce of each of these. Pouring it by eye is a little tricky, but it's also faster than trying to measure it. Living on the edge. Comparatively, here we go. This is not fair. Again, blatantly not fair. Single malt 10-year, blended 46%. The higher proof wins in my brain most of the time. And I'm not huge on single malt sometimes because they have weird funk. Let's see what we have. This is also a good reason for me just to drink a lot of whiskey tonight. As if I didn't do that recently on the Wednesday. I don't remember how many I had, but I know I finished off that Four Roses bottle. It's over there. It's empty. It's sad. Sigh. Oh, that's such a weird feeling still. I know, I smell the Bushmills, and it's like, yes, that is Bushmills. You are very familiar with that weird sweetness that comes from it. It's like a green apple vanilla. It's very confusing. Yeah, that's what it is. With a slight raspberry. I like raspberries. And this is the 10-year. Going out of the prohibition. Yeah. It's still in there. Like that Bushmill smell that I'm getting. It's there, but it's very soft. It's barely even noticeable. It's much more vanilla forward, and it has that biscuity note. This one's making me salivate quite a bit. It's vivid. Well, needless to say, I like both smells. I was hoping I'd get a little... Oh, there's the malt. Oof. I was hoping I'd get a little more from the 10-year, but it's still very full. And I like the concept of a little more air getting into contact with the whiskey. Just cause. Oh. Get that weird copper note. Or is that there's a tinny note sometimes in some Irish whiskeys I get. Okay, it's gone now. Popped out and was like, hi, Bob. Going. Oh, there it is again. It's like if I go in real quick, it shows up. Odd. All right, onto the palate. 40% first. Oh. I forgot what I initially thought. There's not much to it at first. Oh, that's the first whiskey of the day right there. Hi! It's dry. Like it dries out my tongue. There's a little sweetness, but nothing crazy. It's pleasant, but it's not... I think that... Well, I don't remember what I said, honestly. That's why I make videos, because I forgot. But I do think this is the one that you pour a good chunk for yourself, because it's 40%. So why not? And you just drink it neat, but in like a tumbler glass. That would be just fine. I would enjoy that. I would just sipping away on it. And you take your time with it. Because it is a single malt. And single malts are one of those things where they have that reputation still to this day. This is a single malt. 10 years. Say that, people are like, ooh, have some. It's a casual drink. But it's also got that, I don't want to call it notoriety, but the word single malt and a 10-year age statement. Most people who don't have my whiskey problem, or our whiskey problem, I'm sure there's more of you out there with many bottles, they would just be interested immediately just from that. And they wouldn't care about the percentage because they'd be like, 40%, that's a lot. But yes, if you're starting out in whiskey, it is. I remember those days, and I still get the reminder that this is straight alcohol. Straight whiskey. Give it to me neat. Oh. Prohibition, by the way. So sweet. So, like, rich vanilla. Almost like vanilla cream, I believe I said last time in the video. Again, don't remember. And that little bit of berries. Kind of berries, I don't know. I don't know if it was this one. I said in one of the videos, I talked about a cartoon or a video game type of berry. Or that's what I visualize when I smell it. Oh, why does it have to smell so good? All right, I'm going to drink a little of this one now. Cleanse the palate first, Brian. All right. That's better. The texture of this thing. Good googly. Great googly moogly, I think that's the phrase. It's so sweet and so vanilla. It's wild. It's close to having like vanilla ice cream. It's that level. And I mean the stuff where you see like little black flecks of vanilla bean in it. High class stuff. Yeah. It's so stinking good. Goddamn. I am going to do some blasphemy, by the way. Don't worry. I will ruin it. By mixing them together. Let's see. Oh yes, that's what I was doing. What am I doing? I'm looking at the screen over here. Be sure to like and subscribe. Blech. I think the Autobot should say that soon, but I want to get it in there first. I gotta make sure my thing is prepped. I have it. There we go. Okay. The random.org has to be prepared for my notage. And as a reminder, oh, you know what I didn't do? I know what I didn't do. I always forget, because of course I do. It is the raffle samples. That is incorrect at the moment. So ignore that. Close. Those were the ones for earlier this month. They were crazy. Blink. 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 So we have Bushmills in here at 48%. Wait a minute. Alright. Sorry, chat gets weird sometimes. Where it seems like it stops moving, but then it just goes boom. Lots of chat happens. It's very distracting. And then we did... I don't remember if I did the cast strength second. Probably. Redbreast. Cast strength. Oh, Redbreast 12, technically, cast strength. And that is the one that is at what? 31. Nice. 56.3. Hi. Oof. Looking forward to that. And then we have the Bushmills Prohibition. That's a long word. That's 46%. I know that one. Oops. My brain just did a thing. It was like, we're using this keys over here. But what about these? Okay. And then the Clonakilty 15-year. I don't know how to spell Clonakilty. You know when... Okay, I got it. A-K-I-L-T-Y. 15-year. Not often do you get 15-year Irish whiskey at 59.3. Yep. Oh. My memory works in ways that often surprise me. There we go. Raffle samples are now visible to your eyes. There's no confusion. Bid away. And this, oh, that's right. This is a 2-hour stream. So this will go from 7 till 9. So you have plenty of time to enter and plenty of time for people to show up later. Because that happened recently. I don't remember when. I think one of the last streams, people showed up right at the end. I'm like, sorry, I gotta go. I'm very strict on when the start and the end is. For my own well-being. I can't just keep going because people are around. But again, it's my own. I have to do it for myself. I wish I could sometimes change that. But it's not a good idea. I do not need to burn out any more than I already do. Speaking of burning out, I have thoughts in my head, and I'm not sure if it's good to say them out loud, but I will. Tomorrow is World Bipolar Day. So, being someone with bipolar, I have to do, well, I don't have to, but I might probably do a live stream at some point during the day or the afternoon. Don't know what yet. And it'll probably be a gaming stream more than anything. But we'll see. I have to figure out if I want to talk about bipolar for an hour or just play games and talk about bipolar 2 with people who pop in. Or bipolar in general. It's great. I've been having a great time with it recently. I had to like grind my teeth this morning. Earlier today, not this morning. Because it was one of those moments where you see someone being really stupid. While driving, mind you, because that's always. But it was a moment where I got to a stoplight. There was a guy in front of me who got to the stoplight first. And then they proceeded to go through said stoplight to turn left. Because they stopped and then they went anyway. No one was there. Like, there was no like major incident, but it was close. My day could have gone very differently. I think I've done that once, but that's because it's a whole different thing. It's not because I didn't see it. It's because the wind had screwed up the light so badly that they were almost pointing the other way. So I wasn't sure if it was red for me or red for them. It was a weird experience. But I felt pretty stupid afterwards. That guy had no excuse. What was my point? Bipolar Day. Yes, there we go. So we will talk a little bit about that tomorrow. Maybe. That really depends on how I'm feeling, because everything does. And then Easter, or Sunday. I've been indoctrinated into the Easter world. I don't like it. But Sunday, which is a holiday, which rolls into Monday. Sunday, there will be a live stream with 4 Leaf Whiskey. She'll be here finally, as I mentioned earlier. And then Monday, because it's Easter holiday thing, I will probably do Excellent Whiskey. I did the thumbnail already, because the plan was to do that on the Sunday when I wasn't going to be sick. So there's a little bit of a clumping up of things at the end of the month. Plus, most importantly, I will be traveling as of next Wednesday. Counting down the days, I still haven't packed. I really should do that. And I was talking with my friend Greg last night about what we're going to do. First of all, I'm going to go see a solar eclipse. That's a little wild. I hope to take you guys with me for that in some way, shape, or form. Either by a YouTube short or maybe just a little video about it. I haven't decided yet. I mean, it would be on my phone, so it would be weird and tricky to do, but it's a possibility. Tater Dom, hello. How are you? How is that? Did you get the 4 roses from Cheech's stream? It was either you or someone else I know. It was either you or Mike Franklin. I remember. I was on that stream. It was late. I have a thing for 4 roses, folks. It's very, very annoying. It's become annoying. It's that little click for, you know, being a whiskey person and having lots of bottles. Suddenly there's that little part of you that's like, but you want all of these bottles from this distillery, don't you? And you're like, yes, I do. I mean, no, I don't. That's expensive. Don't do that. I'm wearing the hat. It is gotten into my brain because I wear it so much. It's just do it. Ah! I'm glad I reminded you. Yay, send me a sample. You don't have to send me anything. It's lovely that people can never tell if I mean it or not. Okay. Yeah. All right, obviously, see, it's still in the back of my throat there. It's the third puberty. Ugh, I can feel it too. I also just ate right before the stream. Smells so good. Now I'm gonna ruin it. We'll go back and forth without taking a sip. Sip of water, that is. Yeah, this one definitely has malt characters to it. It's got a little bit of a green of taste to it, which I get from some malts. That's odd. Are there any distilleries around St. Louis? So hold on, I should highlight that comment. There are. We're going to one. It's one he talked to me about, and one that the Whiskey Vault has done a video on. It wasn't exactly a glowing review, but it's the one that's nearby. So there's that. I just have to go there. We're gonna do distilleries, breweries. I don't know if we're actually gonna do this, but I want to do it just for the hilarity of it. But there's a Budweiser is really big out there. See where this is going? And Budweiser, as you know, is a massive brewery. Like they're the biggest thing you can think about is like Budweiser and what's the other one? No, not Coors Light. Maybe Coors? I don't remember. I don't know all the like not great beers. But Budweiser apparently has a brewery out there. So there's a thought of going there just because. And I'd like to believe, I've heard tell that the Budweiser beer that comes right off the line, so to speak, is higher quality than what they're putting in their cans. But I don't know about that. More breweries, yes. There's even one that I guess you have that little weird connection. It's like his wife's friend or his wife's... No, I think it was a friend of theirs from way back, college days. Opened up his own brewery. Has been doing that for the past 10 years. He hasn't gone under yet. That says something. But apparently, it was interesting when they first started out. That's all I'll say. So, I was up till 3 a.m. last night trying to... I'm basically telling you the podcast right now for tonight/tomorrow, so I'm sorry. But I was talking with Greg last night about how we're going to go see the eclipse. We have to go like southeast of St. Louis and trying to figure out where, when there's going to be so many people trying to do the same thing. It's going to be weird, a little tricky. Where is it? I am attempting to find the brewery that I'm talking of. That's not it. Anheuser-Busch Inc. There's an Anheuser-Busch brewery right in St. Louis. Massive place. That's a possibility. But the distillery is what I was looking up, and I definitely didn't get distracted at all just now. Where is it? That's not it. Don't worry, I'll find it. 6 Mile Bridge Brewery. That's a brewery. That might be the one we were talking about. I don't remember. La 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 la. I also have a number of liquor stores marked off, by the way. I'm not going to bring my scary looking suitcase that looks like it holds something dangerous. I'm not bringing that. So I will only bring a couple of airbags if I do buy a bottle out there. I'm not saying I'm gonna, but if I do, no more than 2. And even that, I'm saying don't you dare. Don't you dare buy more than 1. Of course not. It's actually the liquor stores I'm worried about. If I find some crazy bottle on the shelf that I wouldn't find around here at all. Like, if I see an E.H. Taylor on the shelf out there for $60, I hate that, by the way. But I would have problems trying to restrain myself with that one. As if I need more whiskey. Hell, I still have an E.H. Taylor right here. Where'd he go? There it is. So I don't need another one. I need no. It's very annoying. I don't want to be the Buffalo Trace guy. It's super irritating. Ah, still 6:30. There it is. Damn, that took too long. If you want to look that up, you can. Still 6:30. Why would you do that? Sorry, my Venmo was like, something went wrong. Like, why? Don't tell me that. You son of a... I have $1.11 on there. Excellent. Because I have a credit card with them too. Bad idea. Don't do it. Don't you dare. All right. So yes, breweries and distilleries are going to be a thing. Japanese restaurant, which has sake and Japanese whiskey, which is the reason I thought of it. I was like, this place looks interesting. They have rather expensive experience. I think it's the one where the chef's right in front of you and they give you like, they each give you like 4 courses or whatever it is. Watch it happen, you know, that kind of thing. I don't know what they're going to give me, and I'm not great with fish, raw fish especially, but I enjoy Japanese culture. I have to experience it as best I can before I ever, maybe someday, possibly in the future, when I'm very old, go to Japan. You know, when I speak the language too. That'll 20 years. That's too long. Sugoi. That's so good. Burning. Ow. All right, now to do the horrible, the unspeakable. We're going to blend the Bushmills 10, Bushmills Prohibition. They're the same distillery, so maybe it won't crash, but it is a single malt with a blend. Here we go. Whee! Oh. Got that mad scientist thought process in my brain when that happens. Yay! Watch it change its color or something. Turns green. Whoa! That shouldn't have happened. Look, it turned green. Oh, ooh, no. Didn't work. It actually doesn't smell that bad. And it smells better. Like the 10-year has been muffled. And the Bushmills Prohibition is more prominent. That might just be the higher proof. Let's blend these 2 bottles together. Why not? Took away that texture I like from the Prohibition. Unsurprisingly. Huh. It just made me think of the Sexton. Similar. Similar, like a berry sweet and a little dry at the end. That's pretty good, actually. It didn't improve the Prohibition. The Prohibition doesn't need help. But as far as the 10-year being put into this, I think it improved that. They blended well, at least in this, you know, crash moment here. If they were to sit together for a while, I don't know. My body's reminding me I exercised yesterday. Didn't need that reminder, thank you. Rinse out the glasses. The hope is I get through these the comparisons that I'm doing. And then, and the last hour is going to be me just sipping on Clonakilty, because that thing's a beast. If you haven't watched the video yet, spoilers. Lo-fi's being super chill. That isn't bad at all. I like that. But as I said, it doesn't improve the Prohibition. That doesn't need help. It improved the tenure. And of course, the curse that comes with having a 10-year Bushmills is that I have to try the 12 and the 15 if they have it, which all get progressively more expensive, I'm sure. But I do have a very, very odd familiarity with Bushmills. Not planned at all, just I do. As far as the video for next week, that is done. I mentioned that last time. The weeks after that, not gonna tell you. That's fairly obvious if I'm not telling you. Now, oh, and for Sunday, I feel like she would have these still, but 4-Leaf had samples that she gave me. Ooh, I have to ask her about the other ones. I haven't done that yet. But we have the Clonakilty Porter finish, and we have a Clonakilty barley wine finish. So if she still has those, we'll sip these together. Whiskey from the vestibule. Oh, wow. Cheers. Welcome. Oops. By me. Whoa! We're doing a raffle sampler for the month. Like I mentioned earlier, the idea, of course, is that everyone who wants to enter to try the samples that I did videos of this month, now is your chance to do that. I like the idea. I like the idea of people being able to try the whiskey I have far too much of. Like, this thing alone is dangerous. Super dangerous. I can't drink all that fast. Although this thing always bugs me. This giant chunk of glass. It's on the bottom. Hello? Probably because of the box it came in. Once again, it's right there still. It's an illusion. It's empty. I would put it away, except I'm going to drink it, so that'd be silly. Alright. Drink a little last bit of this. And now we can compare the Redbreast cask strengths, which having more than 2 feels really good. But I know one I don't like, so that makes me sad. Mmm. Ooh. There's something a little odd there. Mm. Oh, of course I have to say, and I don't want to say this, but you have to follow my Instagram and the TikTok if you want to see other stuff, because it's hard to... What I've been doing for my own sanity is recording stuff with TikTok because it's easy to use and quick, unlike YouTube Shorts. And then I just take that and put it on YouTube Shorts because that's easier for me. I don't know if I put it on Instagram. I can, but I don't know if I always do. So there'll be places where you can see it. One here on YouTube, one TikTok. I don't really need followers there. It's just... It's this thing. It's a social media platform now. And it's going to be on YouTube anyway, so don't worry about it. And then Instagram, because you'll watch all the food I'm going to eat in Missouri. That was also a big plan for talking with Greg last night. All the food. As I said, that Japanese restaurant is something I'm looking forward to. It's going to be wild. I've never done anything like that. I don't even know if... I think I did a hibachi grill thing where the cook's in front of you doing stuff. But I don't know. I don't think I did. Maybe I saw it, and I never actually did it. It's on the list of things maybe I do someday. I know there's a place like that in the area that I could go to. All right, here we go. This is the one that makes me... Nope. This is the one that makes me sad. This is the one that makes me sad. This is the one that makes me sad. I hoped that was true, because this one has less in it. It's about halfway empty, a little less than that. Can't tell. There we go. And then we have the one I do like. Whoop. Yas, right at the top of the label there. Oh, and Four Leaf talked about it, mentioned it, and I want to spill the beans. But there's gonna be another Redbreast. There's gonna be another freaking Redbreast. Don't tell anyone, because I told you. Don't tell anyone. I think it was in like an 18 year, some wild thing, some random weird wild thing. Let's see. Oh, once again, I missed that Whiskey Tribe posted something, because Patreon is weird like that. Yeah, the Redbreast 18 year. That's gonna be stupidly overpriced. I don't even have the 15 because of the price tag. I'd rather have the cast strength. It's almost the same, if not more, for a 15 year. I will have the collection, the lineup at some point, but that's not a time right now. But the idea is to have the 12, the cast strength, the Lestau, the 15 year. I don't think I'd need the 21 year, but now there's an 18 year. And then the 27, well, that's already happened. Somehow. That one's a check mark. Yeah, I got that one. The other one's... ugh. Let me see what it says here. It looks like it's going to be 46% too. Oh. And... oh, it's got tasting notes, damn it. I read them already. Is it just 18 year? Sherry is part of the finish. I mean, again, I mentioned that like you now have a whiskey collection, and now you're starting to pick and choose which ones you want to expand upon. Redbreast, Four Roses. That's it so far. I've already done that with Maker's Mark, unintentionally. There are what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Maker's Marks up there behind me. All different. Ugh. What else? What else is there? Oh yeah, Elijah Craig. That's the other one I have a problem with. I have at least 5 different Elijah Craigs. This is a problem. But I didn't do that on purpose. That just happened. Stupid Elijah Craig single barrels. That does it. Cool runnings. Cheers. Hello. Welcome to the waffle. The schwaffle. Right here. And again, that raffle we're doing tonight is the sample, is the bottles for videos that I did this month. That was confusing and hard to say. So if you thought you were curious to try any of the videos, any of the whiskeys of the videos I did, whiskeys in the videos, I can't talk anymore. I have talked about 2 people today, other than you guys. All right, let's get on with this cast strength nonsense. This is the B120. This was the 2020 release. I don't like it. Straight up, I don't hate it. It just isn't what I want out of a Redbreast cast strength. It makes me sad. Pour a little of this. It is at 57.6%. Ooh, I haven't opened this in a while. Just a touch. There we go. And I'm going for about a 1/4 an ounce for each of these pours. A new Redbreast 18 year. I know it's gonna happen. Four Leaf let a little secret out, and I went, "What? Give it to me." You know, that usual you have a whiskey collection and a problem feeling. So at some point in my life, I hope to have lots of Redbreast on the shelf, like the lineup. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, Four Roses. And that's stupid because they have not only single barrels, but it's those yellow label ones. That's where the problem is. That's that and the LE. Stupid thing to do. Bad idea. But there's that little twisted part of me that's like, I want it. Just go away. Don't do that. Where was I? This cast strength is one I enjoyed. This is the one you'd get the sample of, not that one. Where to put it? That one. This one. This is the latest one, the newest one, the B121. That means the 2021. So I'm behind by 2 years now. I need 2 more cast strengths. Each one has the 22 and the 23 and the 24. I need 3 now. I don't need 3. I wouldn't mind getting all 3. Again, there's that thing, that problem. Go away. But this one is at 56.3%. So a lower percentage, actually. All right. Hold on. That is right. It's a whole 1% lower. Gravity check. Still works. Oh. Thank you for checking. Oh, no, oh no, I poured a little too much with that one. Well, that's a shame. Anyway. Once again, we have the cast strength from 2020. It was a great year. And this one, the Glencairn with nothing on it. And then we have the 2021. I absolutely did not pour more on this one. With the F on it, the Flaviar Glencairn. Oh, whoa. There's not a lot on the nose with this one. That's weird. And this is the not great one. This one, there's almost too much. It's kind of assaulted my senses there. Thinking of flowers and cherries. Honey. And of course, vanilla. Very berry forward. Oh, I like it. Oh, I like that. It feels like I'm smelling some kind of wonderful flower. Where this one is muted as hell. It's just like, no, I don't want it to smell like anything. Go away. Ugh, what is that? It's like coal. There's this odd note in the middle of it. Got too close. Too close to the sun. Nose on this one's being weird. Of course it is. It's similar. It's got very similar qualities, but it's all muted. Which you wouldn't expect. You'd think the higher proof one would have more to it. Nope. Go with the palette here. Yeah. It's aggressively spicy. I'm trying to think what kind of spices it is. It feels like a spice mix. What the hell bit me? I got itches. I got an itch. It's just my leg. Yeah, it's just spice, and then it makes your tongue dry out. There's not much sweetness to it at all. It's like aggressively spicy. Oh, that's weird. It's just a little bit of sweet, like a vanilla, and then maybe a bit of orange zest.
What? Hey, you just gave me $10,000!
Can you hear that? I want to make sure that one works. Because I made that important. Got my attention. Sugar Kitty's in for 2. Excuse me. $10,000, exactly. He says that in the anime. That wasn't $10,000. That was 10. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. I put you in the list. You got a good chance right now. And I know you've won more than once. You have the luck of a cat. Cats are lucky, I'm told. They have 9 lives, so... In that part of the anime, a very attractive woman. Let's see if I can put this scenario up. Okay. There's a very attractive woman who's driving very fast. And there's a guy on a bicycle who's the one you see in that little clip. And she almost hits him and he goes flying into some trash. And he hits his head. He's fine. Well, then she saunters up to him and just like throws the money at him. It's like, this should cover any medical expenses. And he goes, what? You just gave me $10,000, because that's what she did. And then it gets hilarious from there. As you would expect from anime. Alright, Sugar Kitty's in for 2. Not $10,000. Someday, no. I don't know how to, you guys give me certain amounts of money that I just don't know how to deal with. Zenboot, I'm looking at you. So even even $1,000 is insane. $100 is insane. I don't know how it happens, but it happens. I don't know how to react to that. Just generosity hits me in a way I don't quite. Everything goes. I don't know how to deal with it. My brain does not process it correctly. All right. Roy's Wook. If I win, send the samples to Tater Dom. Only if he gives me some 4 roses. I'm kidding. Yes, okay. Got it. Let me put an abbreviated there. What is Wook? I missed something. Unfortunately, my brain did a thing with that. Have you ever heard that song where it's like, shoot, shoot, de, oop, shoot, de, oop, shoot, de, oop. Now it's Wook, Wook, de, ah! What have you done? Doesn't take much, but still. Tater. I'm going to put Tater there. I hope I understand what that means. Tater Don gets so much whiskey, it's amazing. Okay, right, whoop, hold on. Gotta see everything, hold on. There we go. Redbreast Quattro Barrels Edition, second permanent expression, 4 Redbreast, Iberian series, 4 cast type, Heck Bourbon Spanish, Oloroso Sherry, Portuguese, Tawny Port, Hogshead, European beers next. I want it. I don't even care. Give it to me. The PX is enough to make me go crazy, you know? Like, it's right here. It speaks to me. In here. I don't know why, but it does. It says, put me in your belly. Someone named Wooks keeps tipping 100 euros over and over. That's hilarious. Wook, why are you coming to me, Wook? I don't know how much 100 euros is. Or it's like $1 or 100, because that's bonkers. Patrick Greeny, yes. Yes, that makes sense. I honestly thought when Mama KillCo did her membership at the beginning of the stream, like before it started, that's how Patrick works. So I'll be puttering around, getting things set up for the stream, 15 minutes before a stream. Suddenly, OBS, the program I use to broadcast onto the internet, since it's active, it will do the thing saying you have members. Fancy Pants. The Fancy Pants Brigade, if you want. And it startles the hell out of me, because I'm not expecting it. But he likes to do that, and I love that he does. Very few people are like, here you go, boom, members. But it's neat. Wook is not that far off from Zen either, I bet. Come in and do that a few times. That's what I thought. I mean, I don't know the conversion rate anymore, but I will find this Wook, and I will invite him to my channel. Actually, don't tell anyone. There may or may not be a collaboration with a certain someone later next month. Maybe. Maybe. One thing I have to do first, it's going to be incredibly tricky. I wish I could talk to, well, I could talk to Kin, who has his own problems right now. But I'm trying to get to the point where I can broadcast via the internet without having to use StreamYard. And I haven't quite figured that out yet because I need someone's assistance to be a guest temporarily. Many conspiracy theories in Roy World about who Wook is. I am curious too. That's fun. I love that. Like someone who comes in and just like generosity and you don't know who it is. I know people like that out there. Nobody knows. That's fun though. Roy deserves that. He puts a hell of a lot of work into what he's doing over there. Hell, the was it Dramface itself? Dramface and the can't remember the name of it now, but the event he does, not the event, the putting together the Scotch Whiskey Award thing. My brain doesn't work. That's crazy too. He does that, what's 2 years in a row now. Euros, not pounds or dollars. Oswald, thank you, Andrew Butler. Good God, my brain. I was close. I was like the Scotch whiskey thing he does, which I have been a part of, sort of. Oswald, yes. Online Scotch Whiskey Awards. God. If you're new here, my brain does not work very well with memorizing anything. In fact, most of you have heard this. I don't actually know. I mean, what I say doesn't land sometimes. But the reason I started making video content on YouTube was because my memory is so bad that I wanted to record a video of me starting out drinking whiskey, so later in life I could look back and be like, oh yeah, I like that whiskey. That was the plan. It's still the same plan, but it's changed dramatically because I made them a little more entertaining. All you have to do is watch the first few videos I did for an advent calendar. Entertainment was not the main thing. It was, you know, my personality's still there, but it's muffled as hell. I was not in the greatest mindset when I first started. Okay, you know what? I forgot how good this is. There's still spice to it. And there's a kick to it, too. Thank you, Stream Elements. Oof. But there's so much more to this one. This one has layers. Like, it's still going. It's the slow fade out. It's drying out my tongue just a little bit. I'm still getting, like, berry notes. So good. Yeah, the spice on this is very, very slight. It's spice, it's berries, it's vanilla. The spice does go up, though. It's like light spice at the beginning. Your typical baking spices, so cinnamon, maybe a little nutmeg. What's the other one in there? I can almost visualize it. I don't do enough spices. Very baking spice. So even a little brown sugar in there. It's not spice, but still it's there. And it is a long fade out. Like the finish is there still. As I'm talking, I can still feel that dryness on my tongue. And yet somehow it's still a little slick. Weird thing to talk about your tongue. My tongue feels these as I'm speaking. You ever think about what your tongue does in your mouth as you talk? Don't. It's just flapping around. Yes. It is more complex, sweeter. I'm still trying to think of one of those spices. What's that little star one? I often see it in stuff. It's not anise, is it? Anise is like a black licorice thing. But they're little stars. And I don't know what they're called. What makes you think of that? So we got cinnamon stick. I'm now thinking of mulled wine because it has a little bit of that vibe going on. So it'd be cinnamon stick, these weird star things. I don't know what they're called. What else would be in there? Star anise, yeah. That's what I thought, but I'm like, anise is a weird word. And it has licorice flavor. It's making me think of that. I don't think I'm getting any black licorice. But I'm thinking of the star anise, except I feel like it's something else. but I have no idea what. It's in that category, and it would be used in baking. Cinnamon is one of them. Brown sugar's in there too. I don't think black licorice or any licorice flavor is in there. That's the one, allspice. It's like a conglomeration of a bunch of them. And it's very slight and it's very friendly. Yeah, like pumpkin pie-ish, like spices. But I'm thinking more along the lines of the shortbread, not shortbread, sugar cookie. Yeah, that's right. I said sugar cookie with like the granulated sugar on top, except it would be more brown sugar and cinnamon. Which sounds delicious, by the way. Oh. And this is very good. And then I'm going to go back to this one. And this one just goes like that. With the spices. It just comes up and goes, pah! No sweetness, no tenderness. Just like, Yeah, it's the same. It doesn't bring nearly the same amount of flavor. It's not as spicy now that I've had the other one and taken a few sips of it. But it's still there. It's just spice, hits the tongue, lays there, and slowly dries out your tongue. That's it. There's no like sweet flavors. There's not very berry notes. Rob Smith's in it for the win it. You have awoken the rabbit. Rob Smith for raffle entries. Thank you very much. I can officially complete the rest. There is a point, there's a tipping point, unfortunately, which I don't like to talk about because, well, it's not a good thing. But I have to make at least $20 doing this. Because if I don't, then it's very hard to persuade the hand delivery person to get it to where it needs to be. Where is the tenderness? Where's the love? There's none. This thing comes in like a wrecking ball and bam. Ugh. But Zenboot, I had a thought. Do you know of any gaming orchestra stuff? Like where the orchestra does video game music. Kind of like the Lord of the Rings thing, except with video games. I've heard about it and I'm like, well, that would be neat to see or listen to. I like the idea of going to an orchestral thing. It's just not, it's not in my area. It's not even in my brain to do that. Where I would even go. I'd go to Providence Performing Arts Center, of course, but I don't know what they do there. Usually it's theater, and it's Providence, which makes it horrible. You get the heart, boom. Heart it up, bam. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Okay, wait. Can I heart that? Nope. I was gonna heart Mama KillCo joining the members. That's not a thing. It's Zelda content. Exactly. That would be awesome. Da 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 da. Actually, no, that's probably. That is Final Fantasy. Da na 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 na. That is Zelda. You find a mysterious place. Secrets. Alright, the clear winner in this, again, Epic Mustache Detected. Whiskey Uncensored. Put your pants on. You don't want it uncensored here right now. I'm lying. You don't have to wear pants here. It's fine. Nobody can tell. No. Good on you. I agree. Someone tells you to put your pants on. No. You're not my mother. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, yeah. Out for mustache. You put that away. Oof. Percentage. All right, now to blend these together like a madman. A madman? Mad scientist. I still think this is a bad idea. I don't want to do this because suddenly the cast strength that I like is now mingling with the one I don't. I hope it didn't make it even spicier. I don't want that. do not want. And then we're going to end the night with the Clonakilty. Ben, Bourbon, whatever. Whiskey Uncensored. Did you get your hands on the 15-year Clonakilty? It's stupidly expensive. As are her King's ones. The King's Silver. What the hell are they called? Damn it. I knocked over samples. They're, you know, fine, but I realized I did that. Oh, that rye's still there. I need to drink that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, PayPal. My phone went bat. I'm like, what? Oh. D. Was it Kings County? Kings Code? Irene has some bottles that she blended. And I asked how much they are. It's because I remember they were too expensive. They are still too expensive. But she's got a new one out. She's got a second one. From Kings County? Is it Kings County? Kings something. I can't keep track. But she's been blending with them. She's got a new one, and I asked how much they are. I went, oh yes, that's too much. Hell, this one's too much. Again, thank you, Cliff Smith, for donating this ridiculously expensive bottle. What? Oh no. It's still a little spiky. It went slightly bitter, but the texture got better, which is very odd. Like that sip I just took was like, oh hi, that's so. Then random like stab of bitterness. It's not as spicy though. The spice of it has been tamed down. Thank you for that. Ooh. More rock. I'd say Signatory. It's a popular catch. And I don't know what the Warstein Oktoberfest tastes like. Or the percentage. If it's a high percentage, that's not a bad idea. But if it's not, might as well go to whiskey. It's fine. Yeah, most people are going to say Signatory. Go for the Signatory now. Ooh. Boop. Oop. I lost track. Nope, that's not it. There we go. We've almost hit the super chat goal, which is, we'll have to do that. You have to do that if you want to enter, mind you. But the super chat goal right now is in the absurd range. Because I've been doing raffles. This is the second one I did this month. And of course, Patrick Greeny just comes in and is like, wah here. $10,000, boom. On the rocks. You mad, man. Do it. I'm trying to decide what I'll pour later tonight. I might not pour anything. I have done a thing recently which my alcohol intake is being monitored. Is the nice way I can put that. I don't have to say what the percentage is. I'm leaving that part out. But I have to keep track of how much whiskey I'm having as far as ounces goes. And right now I'm about an ounce and a half. I'm doing very tiny pours. Tiny pourings and Glencairns can be deceiving. And this is cast strength times 2. So, alright, let it sit a little longer. I'm going to take another sip. It's still there. I'm very perplexed by how the texture of it got better. I mixed 2 cast strengths together and suddenly it was a little silkier. It's still getting a very long dry finish though, and not in the good way. I can just, like, the middle of my tongue is all dry. And that odd stab of bitterness, not as spicy as it was before. So no matter what, I've improved it by accident. But it's still not better than the regular cast strength, the 2021 cast strength. Warstein is very meh for me at best. I've never had a Warstein. Warsteiner. There was an Oktoberfest I liked, but I don't remember what it was. Still have a bunch of bottles up there, so maybe I can find out. Maybe not. I don't see. I think I still have to have a Guinness. Scheiße. No. I take that back. I was trying to think if I've had a Guinness this month, which is very important for March. And for a moment, I thought I didn't. And I remember me and Papa KillCo had a sizable Guinness when we went out for lunch last week, the week before, recently. If whiskey is the water of life, Mortlock is the space side of death. Is it now? Does that mean it's bad, or that means it's punchy? Oh. Very spicy. This is a bad boy. Hello. It was a bigger sip of very cast strength Irish whiskey. The Beast of Dufftown. Really? Yes. Bodenhaven. Alright, so please remember to smack the like button if you haven't done so. Stream elements will remind you of that again later. Because I programmed it. Oh, I wonder if I can make the, I don't know if I can use the emote sign for that. I haven't checked. Mortlock is a beast. Have I had Mortlock? Is it over there? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. But I don't know. I'm also looking at the samples in front of me going, I don't know. There are quite a few. That's right, especially Game of Thrones. I'm like, I have one, don't I? I don't remember where. So it's hiding. Over there. There's a Game of Thrones collection hiding behind all that. Because I don't have room to put it anywhere else. I used to have it on the top, in the back. But I don't pick those up and drink them, so... Okay. Need to rinse this one out. Now, Awful Cliff Smith, hello. I didn't see you pop in here. Welcome. We were just talking about you. I was just saying how generous you were to give me this Clonakilty. I'm going to be saying that for a while. Get used to it. And I purposefully don't remember how much it was. But I know it was too much. We were also talking about the Irene's King's Code, County King Code things. I asked her how much those are. It'll be on the birthday list, something. I don't even know if I like it. I think I had a sample of it once, but I'm not sure. I don't remember, as usual. All right, here we go. I did. I hope you liked it. I don't remember. I don't remember if I liked it. I forgot I had it, so... Ugh. I can watch the video, though. Good with that. Look at it. It's beautiful. It says 15 on it. See if we can do the thing. Where? Do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare function. Don't do it. Don't you do it. Okay, it's not doing it, so I'm not going to bother. Yes. King's Code. 150. Yeah, that was enough for me to go, no. I almost tried to, part of me was like, I could use the powers against this Bushmills prohibition. But I didn't. I don't want those two to fight. I love them both. But maybe I'll do a comparison at some point. Curious. Beep. Oh, careful. Redacted, exactly. We don't talk about that. This is the QSO6. I almost think... I know I haven't, but it feels like I've gotten nearly every Clonakilty that Irene has done. I've had at least 3. She's done 6, so I probably had about half, including that one. Maybe 4 total? I had the Christmas cake. I had... You know what? I'm going to go look at that later. Maybe. Probably not, but maybe. I'm very happy that I have a Whiskey Mentors playlist. So I can go back and be like, which ones have I had? I don't... But now we have the wonderful Clonakilty 15-year-old to round off the evening. Oof. Rob Smith, it depends. If you go peated, you can't go back. So if you want something else before that, like a space side or something, don't go peated. Peated is like the last one. Maybe the second to last one if you decide to have more than one that are peated, is peated. An auction? This is mustier than I remember. Sorry, I didn't see the causeway. Didn't know what the hell we were talking about. Peter White, hello. Hello. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. For those just showing up, the videos I did this month are in the raffle for you to taste along with me. Or if you were just curious to try them, now is your chance. So that's what tonight's raffle is about. So you are aware. We'll be going for about... Oh, time, hold on. 40-ish more minutes. I usually leave it to the last few minutes to do the end of the raffle, make sure everyone gets their chance to enter. So, you have until 8:55 my time, which is in about... soon. I'm like 45, 30, 35? Math. Ooh. No, my brain doesn't want to do math right now. So it's about 40 minutes-ish till the end of the raffle. So we have time. Don't worry, there's plenty to do. And again, this is going to be a wild weekend for those of you who would like to participate, because I'm doing this stream tonight, possible bipolar day stream tomorrow, because it's bipolar day tomorrow. Sorry, it's a hold on, officially, I gotta find the words. I gave myself a reminder on purpose. So the 30th is World Bipolar Day. Since I am someone living with that disease, illness, if you want to call it, and it's there all the time, every day, and it's why I don't function well in general. I'm happy to talk about it if anyone has questions about what it's like, or what the problems tend to be. That's the big one. Most people hear bipolar too. It's like, oh, so you're happy and sad sometimes. It's like, yeah, something like that. Push in the peated direction. Do it then. Drink the peated whiskey. Recently, my bipolar stuff has been a little more difficult. Don't know why. The thing about bipolar, don't try to make sense of it. Because it doesn't need to make sense. It doesn't need to be like, why am I feeling this way? You're feeling this way because. Just because. There doesn't need to be a reason why. That's the mistake. You will just feel this way because you will. There's no trigger, there's no nothing. There's just, that's what's going on right now, and you got to get through it. It's not great. I literally have to talk myself through things sometimes. It's grand. But that's tomorrow. The Bipolar Day will likely be a gaming stream because it's easier for me to talk about stuff, and since it's going to be Saturday, you'll never guess what I'll be doing tomorrow anyway. Ow. Rob Smith, it's swell, isn't it? I don't know if you like what part of your family it is, how close you are, but yeah. It's enough to take you out of the picture as far as like living a regular life. The typical wake up, go to work, come home, feel fine. Make breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's like, I love that. Go to appointments, all the good stuff. I've mentioned it before, I'll mention it again many times, of course. My channel, I repeat myself. I forgot what I was saying. Shit. So yeah, living with bipolar is difficult sometimes. You might forget what you're saying, but that might be ADHD, we don't know. No, I'm just getting lost in what I was talking about. I was talking about bipolar. Takes you out of the picture. Yeah, you don't get to live a regular life. That's the gist of it. And what I was saying, there it is, was where people will do numerous things in a day. Like numerous things. Many things are done. You do a lot of things at work. You do a lot of things to have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do a lot of social things with family and friends and all that. Just thinking about it, I'm like, ugh. I can do about one thing a day, maybe two. If I'm pushing it, maybe three. Today is an example. Today, I had an appointment with my nurse practitioner, like a follow-up appointment. That was it. I had to get through the morning and lunchtime to do just that, and then come home. I was playing video games most of the time because I need something to distract me from the fact that I'm going to be traveling next week, and then I have 4 live streams I may or may not be doing this weekend. That kind of thing. Oh yeah, and then I'm going to be traveling. That is the thing that's probably causing the most issue right now. Just like, you got to be on a plane and in a place you don't know anyone. Woo. Well, you know my friend Greg, but just in general, it's weird. Traveling is weird. It's a bit surreal. Do it. Do it. I'll do it. I'll do it right now. I can't. I'm not going to do it. I have Irene's whiskey right now, and I can't go peated right now. Unfortunately. Not worse, not as good as G&M. Yeah. It's fine. They're all fine whiskeys. They're good introductory scotches. So if you were interested in the Scotch and you bought a few Game of Thrones bottles, you're good. Unfortunately, it's either hit or miss, depending on which ones you bought, because I don't know how someone would react if they were curious about Scotch, they liked Game of Thrones, and then they bought the... which one was it? Crap. I have the name. It's right there. It's a 9-year. And it is the... I can see the character, the person who does it. Lagavulin. There we go. Like, if they bought the first log... Yeah, thank you, Sure Kitty's like, I know what you're saying. And the Lagavulin 9-year, if you bought that as your first introduction to Scott from the Game of Thrones, you would have a bad time. Or you may love it. I don't know. Check if Venmo came through. Wait. So annoyed. It doesn't actually show up. I have to unlock my phone, and then it's like, oh, stuff's happened. Same with PayPal. Oh, stuff's happened. I know I opened the app, too, which is even more annoying. It was acting weird. There was an error. Something didn't work. Please try again. Go fucking on top of that. I see it. Well, I saws it. How do I... Ooh. Were you going for 7? You sly dog. I'm going to give you a little heart. Doink. Doink. Damn it. There you go. When do I fly out? I will be flying out to Missouri on Wednesday. I believe at 2:30. I'm supposed to land there around 8, 9. I'll double check that. Hold on. I gotta do the entries or else I will forget. You don't want that. Zen Boots in for 7 because 7. The lucky number, and he's also got the most entries, so we'll see what happens. That is 2. Don't need to type it out again. 2, 4, 6, 6, and then 8, and then I delete the last one. Delete the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. You're in for 7. Thank you, Zim. There we go. All right. Cardew is pretty well the same as regular. Yeah. What about the Plain Leash? I don't remember if I like that one. Again, I made a video about it, so I can go check. Monday morning for Texas. Go to Iron Root for me, please. Daniel's video today made me sad. Because oddly enough, weirdly enough, that weird, like, how did that happen? I was talking with Greg last night, 2 a.m. my time, about Iron Root. I said, Iron Root's a really good Texas whiskey, and it's close to the top of the state. And we were talking about how his wife has family in that vicinity in whatever that state is that's above them. Right there. And how close it was. So I was telling him, well, if you go there again, go to Iron Root, damn you. Get me a bottle. I really like Iron Root. They're not on my shelf. I'm sad about it. Is it a major problem? No. Am I sad about it? Yes. Oh, Oklahoma. Maybe. I don't know. I don't do memorizing things. Say hi to the licorices for me. They won't remember me. They might, though. I am a unforgettable face. What was I doing? I have my phone in my hand. Oh, my time I'm leaving. Okay. Yeah, y'all. The pollinating happening in Missouri. I don't have any allergies. I'll be fine. I don't know if Greg has allergies. He might. I'm going there because it's springtime. We want to see the sakura tree, cherry blossoms, at the Botanical Center. That's what I'm really, like, part of the reason I'm going there is to do that. Because it would be nice. I can take pictures. Then you head to Austin. Yeah, I was talking to Greg. I've been to Texas. I've been to Austin numerous times now. 3 or 4 times, actually. Maybe 4. I don't remember. But I've been to Austin numerous times to where I'm starting to be familiar with the area, and that feels strange. That's never been a thing for me, going to a different state, being like, I know where I am. But I've never been to the other one. Dallas? Whatever the other one is. Because I'd have to land there and then drive north to get to Iron Root. And all I've ever done is land there and then take off and then go to Austin. Which is weird. Good, it's nasty now. That's what I hear. He didn't warn me or anything. Again, he knows I don't have allergies, so no biggie. So the flight I have on Wednesday is Brit. I will be leaving at, I believe it's 2:30 is when the flight leaves. Sorry, 2:45. Unless that changes. And then it's going to be flying to Baltimore. Good morning, Baltimore. There's stuff happened there in that area, didn't it? Luckily, I'm just flying in and flying out. And then I go from there to St. Louis. And I should be arriving there about 8:30 p.m. And those were the shortest flights. So, and then there's the hour difference. It's always confusing. It sounds like a very long time. I'm trying to think 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 hours? Ugh. But I guess it's -1 to 6. I have no idea. I don't know how time works. Needless to say, there's going to be a layover somewhere. Probably in Baltimore. That's the only place I'm stopping. I haven't really looked at it. I probably should. But I'm used to the Baltimore airport. So I have places I can go there at least that I'm familiar with. I don't know about you guys, but if I travel, all I ever do is get to the gate and then find out what's near it. If it's a new place, if I know which gate I'm going to and I know the vicinity, then I'll stop somewhere for food or grab a snack or something. That's it. Warlock is looking like rain. Oh no! One of those chunky signatory bottles that could give you a concussion. Those are great. Yeah, well, ugh. I didn't know you grew up there. I think I never asked. I just figured you'd always been in the area. That sucks. That gives you a certain feeling. You haven't flown this century. Andy Butler. Probably for the best, honestly. I still can't get over the whole being in the air thing. You know, it's like, if I think about it too long, I don't feel good. Well, that blows. I may have gone over. I don't think I ever went over that bridge, but that's still what happened there. That's one of those things. You're just like, how? And apparently, how is to slam a boat into the major pillar of the bridge. It's just, I want to say inconceivable, but that's like funny, haha. And I don't want it to be that way. Incomparable? That doesn't sound right either. Hard to believe. I've seen the video. Like the day it happened, my brother showed me the video. I was like, I disconnect as far as I can from news, especially when it's terrible things that happen. The news, I have a specific dislike of news in general, because it used to be news and information, and now it's just pay attention to us. Look at what happened. Clickbait bullshit. That. So I ignore it. So I didn't know about what happened until he told me. Now he showed me the video where the bridge went from standing to plump in a second. The whole thing fell apart. It was wild. I can only wonder what happened with the boat. That's going to be the big, the big who, like what happened? What happened to cause this? And I know the boat lost power. Like that was the problem. They were going in a direction and then lost power, and then they couldn't turn away fast enough. Pretty horrible. Raising a glass to those who lost their lives there, because that's a horrible way to go. Do they? That sucks. I usually don't get delayed. The deal is, and I think you might have told me this one, Cliff, that during the middle of the week, like, prices for flights go down. And the only reason I'm doing a midday flight, that's not, like, I usually want to get up and go and be there before noon, something like that. But because of finances, doing a raffle, because of that, I can't stay at the hotel near the airport. I can't leave my car in the airport parking. Both of those are lots of money. So now I believe Mom is going to drive me up there. And if not, I'll take a cab or something like that. And get there early. Maybe go to the restaurant that's over there that I like, the one you've been to. I think you and Zenboot have both been to it. Iron something. I'm thinking Iron Root. That's not it. We've both been there. Great little place. And then I'd go into the airport and then I'd get through really fast because Providence Airport, you're in. And yeah, middle of the day because of the, can't stay there anywhere overnight. Ironworks, yes, thank you. Ooh. That restaurant's really nice. If you ever land in Rhode Island and you get off the plane, you land, you're ready to go somewhere, I don't know where the hell you'd go because you just landed in Rhode Island. I was like, why are you here? But Ironworks is a really good restaurant / it's part of a hotel. So you could stay at that hotel if you wanted to. I think it's expensive, but what isn't? So it's tasty. Truffle fries to die for, exactly. Commuter times of flights cost the most. Fly in Monday, fly out Friday, arrive 9 a.m., leave 5:30. That sounds god awful. Yeah, I'm again 2:30. Hopefully get there by 8:30, maybe. There is going to be a layover, and I picked the shortest times. That's the worst part. I looked for the flights that are shortest, and it was that. So, nothing major though. You know, traveling for me is always just zone out, stare out the window, fall asleep, whatever. I know the flight from Providence to wherever, Washington? Baltimore. There we go. Flight from Providence to Baltimore is silly. You get on, you get up, you go in the air, and they're like, we're going to give you a snack, and then you land. That's it. No drinks, because it's not long enough. And then Baltimore to St. Louis is going to be the weird one, since I don't know if I've actually done that before. I've been to Chicago. That's a big-ass airport. But going to St. Louis is slightly different. I might have done it once. I must have done it once at some point. Because that's where he lives, so I must have been picked up there. It's a bit vague. It was many years ago. So I'm looking forward to going there, if nothing else. Many plans are in the works. I'll talk more about it on the podcast. Because I have a podcast. Which is weird. It's a very weird statement to come out of my mouth. If you're a member, you can listen to it. If you're not, well, as a Patreon also, they get to listen to it. So pick your poison. If you're not a member, at least you're a subscriber. Unfortunately, you can't listen to the podcast. It's a member and patrons thing only. Yeah. And he's near the airport. I will land and get to my hotel within 15 minutes. Well, I mean, I will land, and then when I'm ready, which may be in like half an hour if I'm lucky, so around 9 o'clock if I'm lucky, it'll take me like 15 minutes to get to the hotel, not even. No big deal there. And there's a restaurant right across the way. It's something else. We had this little talk yesterday. I'm sorry, this morning technically, about where I'm staying. I'm not gonna tell you where. Don't ask. You weirdos. It's a hotel. Anyone can go there. There is a Dave & Buster's right next to it. And then, what else? I saw something else that was, oh, the casino. That's right. There's a casino next to it too. So I have plenty to do. I don't think you guys know how much I don't like casinos. I like them in the fact that they're a very interesting place to look at the human condition. You go in there, you see all kinds of people doing the weirdest shit ever. Like the craps tables and the poker tables, and then there's the machines, and you just stare at these people and go, what is your mind doing right now? What is happening in there? For me, it's silly. I go there, I sit in front of the slot machine, and I push the button, and I have a beer. I have a couple beers, honestly. And then once my money is gone, which it will be, $5 to $20, depending on how feisty I'm feeling that day. And I leave. That's it. You know what I want to do? This is a thought. It's a big maybe. No, crap, hold on. I need to process my thoughts here. Darrell. I need to talk to Darrell. Darrell. Hey, big spender. Don't you do that. But yeah, Darrell likes the casino. Yeah, and I don't know if he's been to the one around here. So at some point, I'm going to drag his ass over here and be like, hey, look at this. How does this work? Please tell me. At least I'd like to watch someone play, was it 21 or poker or whatever. Every time I do it, I don't do it well. I understand how the cards are supposed to do a thing, but you know, if you look at me here and you want to see my poker face, that's it. That's me that's what I look like when I'm out in public too. Just Westerly to Papa Westerly. What is that? Andrew Butler, I've seen the things about people over there. They think America is much smaller than it is. And I think Britain and Scotland and Ireland are much bigger than they are. I think of them as very large places. And then I'm thinking, wait a minute. Are they bigger than New England? I'm not sure. Hatchet stout. 14 minutes until the raffle is over. So get your tickets now. Forever hold your peace. Again, the samples are here. All the videos for this month. If you want to try a sample from each of those, now's your chance. It's a lot of good Irish whiskey, if nothing else. It's the world's shortest flight, between 90 seconds and 2 minutes in the air, depending on the weather. Why would they do that then? Is it traffic? I don't understand that one at all. You literally go up, up and down. You can't even get to cruising altitude with that. That's hilarious. Not that I don't know what actual cruising altitude is. I would call it, cruising altitude is when you're above the clouds. That's what that is. Oh, okay, it's over water. All right. That makes sense. That does feel silly, though. What about from, I don't know where it would be, but getting to Isla. There's a boat ride for that, but you can take a plane, right? Like a tiny plane to get over there. I know those seas are pretty choppy there, too. Or can be. I don't know anything. I've never been over there, but I've heard it through the grapevine for those who have gone over there. I know Roy's been there more than once. So he's talked about it a couple times. That's an odd flight. Might as well just catapult you over there. So you ready? Ping! Good luck. Try not to hit the water. Why don't they just build a bridge? Oh. Says statement, thinks of current bridge issue. Ah, yes. I do have to say the news that happened recently, not great for my already dislike of going over. Like, that's my nightmare right there. The bridge is collapsing while I'm on it. Ugh. I don't like that feeling at all. Think of happier things, Brian. Ugh. Oh, look, I have whiskey. There you go. Trying to think what I am going to end the evening with. I know I have Irene's sample here. Or sample, pour. I want something. I want more. And I may just switch it up. I'm not sure. Ooh. I just had a terrible idea. Glasgow to Isla flight takes a whole 45 minutes. I could do that. What it is it the same amount of time on the boat, or is it longer on the boat? I assume it's longer on the boat. Because water. Mark America, hello. You're welcome. You're just in time for the raffle. It's ending in 10 minutes. You have a good chance. I forgot. I don't know how many entries there are. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh. If you're superstitious, that's an unlucky number. To me, it's 13. I only work with 7. 14 is a good number. 13, man. Take it or leave it. I could say this. Ooh. I like the number 13 because a friend of mine, a dear friend of mine, was born on the 13th. I'm trying to remember which one now. Hold on. You're in. Good call. You're in for 2. Thank you. Thank you very much. No, I'm biting my tongue like that. Nice. Now it's 15. Ooh, you get a little heart. Hold on. Beep. 13 is your lucky number. Exactly. Mine is 7, because obviously it is. Well, obviously, if you know what you should know if you've been here a while. Anzac biscuits I ordered. Coconut oat cookie. Me like you. Ooh, it sounds good. Don't make me want cookies right now. I have a problem. I do have some Lorna Dunes. It's Brianna's fault. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Woof. Guess who would take the plane? Do it. I still have to buy more bottles of this. I've been sharing it. Not drank that much already. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I did, but I didn't. Poured numerous samples for people. Because it's that good. I'm trying to think. Probably at least 3 samples. I know Glasgow is the place I've heard of. Shaped one hand down. Oh man. I have some coffee I'm going to try. Not anytime soon. I have to go through the coffee I have, or maybe I'll mix it up. I gotta mix it up. So maybe I'll have some specialty coffee tomorrow. That sounds nice. I keep forgetting it's Friday. Ugh. Something else I should do is pack clothes. I have a very large suitcase. I could use the smaller one, but I don't know if I will. Again, I have to have room for bottles just in case. Maybe I'll bring 3 of those little puffy things. Just in case. Liquor stores. I know what's going to happen when I go out there. I'm going to see a couple bottles for very cheap. Chicken in a basket. And for those just arriving, 1, raffle. 2, possible live stream tomorrow to talk about World Bipolar Day. Because I have that. Bipolar. 2. And then, Sunday, we're going to have 4-Leaf Whiskey as a guest. As long as nothing goes wrong. That was supposed to happen last weekend. I was sick. I wanted to do it, but I didn't, because that would be silly. Going live with the guest, man. It's so nice to have you here. I want to do that. And then Monday, since it's a holiday for all of you, or for some of you, because it is a holiday, I may be doing a live stream to talk about some excellent whiskey. And that'll just be me opening a bunch of favorites and drinking those. Haha. That sounds like a great thing to do. Exactly. But I do want to support those who are making the new coffee stuffs. I think you know who they are. I know who they are, but I can't remember what they call themselves. But I have 4 samples from them. 4 different varieties. And I'm looking forward to trying those. I might make coffee after this live stream. No one can stop me. I'm an adult. But I do have no self-control. It's a problem. Drifting Grams, thank you. I'm like, I know who it is. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying their coffee. I will have a cup of coffee after this. God damn it. I can put some Irish whiskey in it. I can put that cast strength Irish whiskey. I don't like it. I'm so smart. And I have honey to add to it too, just for fun. 5 minutes left to the raffle. Don't let me forget. Your last chance is now. 5, 4, 3, no. And I will be getting some very strange news. Again, you're going to hear a lot of this in the podcast. Maybe a little, well, you will hear extra. There'll be a little more detail. Again, you have to be a member or a patron. So if you want to join Patreon, you can hear it there. If you want to join a membership, I think most of you are members already. That's also a thing. And you will be able to get access to the podcast and listen to all of them. And we're on season 2. That feels really weird, but that's the facts. The weekly podcast that I do. It still feels weird. It still feels really weird. But that will go into more detail about what's going on with me and what's been going on in my life. Because the reason I do that is because guess who is doing the entire channel? It's me. So I like to let people know what's going on. And of course, I like to, much like tomorrow with the Bipolar Day, World Bipolar Day, I like to make sure people understand what my condition can do to how this happens. The streaming part's fairly easy because I have to make it fairly easy. Tonight in particular is an easy one because raffle, easy. And then, thankfully, I already know which ones I'm going to let you try. It's when I try to make one up. That's the most complicated. But usually that's a matter of what are the most expensive ones I have, or what are the ones that no one can get. That usually works pretty well. Oh, in conclusion, I have an in conclusion. I'm going to mess with things because we're going this way from the Irish whiskey, but for a good reason. Hold on. First of all, I'll drink the rest of this. High proof. Rinse out the glass. Woo! I still have to try that with water. Just a few drops. Because this is an intense. Very, very few times do you try 60%, nearly 60% Irish whiskey. Since Mom and KillCo became a member earlier tonight, which surprised me because I didn't expect that. He donated this bottle to the channel. So I should probably open it. Yeah, I agree. Thank you for telling me. We've been talking about my Four Roses problem, and now that this is opened, it will be a problem. Yeah. Do I have an opening bottle song? No. I know a buying bottle song. Not that I remember what that is either. Whee. Oops, okay. Disciple. Well, this is 52%, isn't it? We're gonna have a great night. Got on my hands. Smells delightful. 2 minutes! 2 minutes! Until the raffle's done, then we do the random roll, then we pick the random number, and it's going to be swell. And then I get to figure out who I'm going to try to send the samples to. If you want to set, here's the other caveat. For whoever the winner is, you have to email KillCo Whiskey Musings, all one thing, at gmail.com. If you do not do that, I cannot get you the samples because I don't know where they're going to go. If you won before, you still have to get in touch to make sure nothing's changed. I will never assume that you live at the same place. So I need you to at least email me and say, yes, the address is the same. If you don't email me at that address, you will not get your samples. That's simple. Unless you can text me or message me somewhere else. Instagram works, but I'm getting to the point where it has to be very, this is the only way and that's it. So we're going with the email route. If you try to get in touch with me any other way, don't. Just the email. There are a few of you who live in the area who I could get in touch with other ways that are not email. But if you win, and you have one before, I probably have your hand delivery location. But I still need the it's the same, go ahead. Thanks. Because it makes it easier for my little weird brain to be like, okay, it's good. It is the same place. Thank you. But, done. You have about 60 seconds until you cannot get in. Nope, I see something about Keurig. Being patronizing is a good thing. Yes, thank you, Zemmood. I don't know why there's such a delay. They're good. This is the delay I'm talking about. There it is. Ugh. Yeah, you have a few more minutes. I get my coffee from the Turks. Everyone likes the Turks. I have the Vlog Brothers. They have a coffee program, the Awesome Coffee Club. So any money that is spent on the coffee goes directly to the people who make the coffee, like grow the beans and everything. And then another portion goes to child mortality in Sierra Leone to help with that, to help stop that, not encourage it. They're building a hospital, that kind of thing. And that's hard for me to be like, no, I want to just spend it in some other place. No, it's hard to beat knowing that I'm helping people to, actually have their children and not die. So there's that. Dark chocolate hobnobs. I don't have the K-cups. I do pour over. At some point I started doing that and I can't go back now. I do have a Keurig, but it's an old one and it looks sketchy. It looks like it needs to be completely sanitized because it's that old. Nothing wrong with it. It just looks kind of Yes, please join the Patreon. You will get special benefits as far as me talking to you directly. As if that's not what I'm doing. But you'll get a little more insight behind the scenes such stuff. And the podcast is there as well if you don't want to do the membership here. Because YouTube still gets through a little bit. But Patreon, not so much. French press. I don't know if I've ever had French press, but I know it's good. Alright, cancel everything. Stop everything. Hold on. Raffle sample's done. Turn that off. Unpin the comments so that doesn't happen by accident. Boop. I think I did that right. No, I didn't. Go away! Oh, that's right. It doesn't work here. Anyway, don't touch the pinned comment. Because I can't make it go away because weirdness with chat. Don't worry about it. Here we go. I'm going to randomize the entries we have. Boop. There were 15 entries total. They have been randomized. Now we get to do the other randomization, which keeps this completely out of my hands. Hey Google, pick a random number between 1 and 15. Alright, well it said 14. Show you. Hold on. Do it. Do it. Can you almost see it? Why do you hate me? There we go. Here's a random number 14. I don't know why I didn't say it, because I was turning the volume up as it was doing that. Whatever. 14. That is, I saw it, but I want absolutely, I have to look at it or it's not true. 14 is Rob Smith. How dare you? Coming in here and entering the raffle and then winning. Rob Smith, if you are present and accounted for, please raise your hand. If not, then I hope you watch the end of this. Carrying the office, we still had one. Good for different people. Only want 1 cup at home French press. See, I do 16 ounces. I don't do like 8-ounce coffee. Rob Smith, yes. Excellent. Please email KillCo Whiskey Musings with your info. I may or may not have it already. My brain don't remember. I have a place where I can store it, so it's there if you need it, but I want to verify where it's going. All that. KillCo Whiskey Musings, all one thing, at gmail.com, and I will get that sorted and sent out before I leave on Wednesday. So if you get the info before Monday, I can get it out. Oh wait, no. Yeah, Monday. Holidays and hand deliveries. I don't know how that works, but I will at least get it so it started. When it will arrive for you, I don't know. Hopefully soon. But with that, again, thank you everyone for entering. Thank you for spending your time with me. I do appreciate that. Thank you for being members and patrons. And you'll get a lot of me this weekend. So I'm sorry in advance. You live in St. Louis? Email me. I can just give it to you. I can actually hand deliver it to you if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, I can just, what a weird coincidence that is. I can really weird out my friend Greg. It's like, hey, this is Rob. He watches my channel. Oh, all right. Anyway, with that, please, Rob, get in touch. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you. Where is it? Out there. Hey, thank you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.